What's up guys, it's Cody here, and today I have for you an LED display that works using sheep. Recently, Phoenix SC uploaded a video, it was like yesterday or something, wasn't it? In his video, Phoenix demonstrated the concept of sheep art, which I found very interesting, and I thought to myself, why not use this concept to create an LED screen? So after a bit of experimenting, this is what I have. It can display static images as well as handling numerous different types of animations. Now you may be thinking, for an LED display that works using sheep, we haven't seen an awful lot of sheep yet, have we? Well, that's not entirely true. Each pixel in this display is the head of a sheep, dyed to the appropriate color, and if we remove the carpet under the pixel, there's the rest of our sheep. So this LED display has two modes. Pixel mode, which is what we're viewing currently, and sheep mode. We can even fine-tune the head rotation of our sheep using these three controls here. The top button makes the sheep look up, which is my favorite because it just looks a bit ridiculous. The middle button makes the sheep look straight ahead, as they are by default. And finally, the bottom button makes the sheep look directly down, which makes this display look a little bit less like sheep and a little bit more like some kind of cross-knitted pattern. I don't know much about knitting. You can even make the sheep look up in pixel mode, and it looks hilarious. This display works using a number of different techniques. The first is by moving this slider armor stand to display pre-created animations. It does this by detecting the block on its right, and based on the block it detects, it will perform a certain action. If the slider detects a light blue stained clay block, which is what we have here, it will clone the row at its Y and Z coordinate to the bottom layer here. It then teleports one block forward and repeats. This creates a wipe on transition effect, as you can see here. If the slider detects this block here, magenta stained clay, it will clone the entire layer down to the bottom, then teleport up to the next Y coordinate and repeat. This creates a frame-based animation like this one. At the end of each tick, after the slider mechanics are handled, every sheep in the LED display checks the corresponding block in this bottom layer. If it finds a white wool block, it colors itself white. If it finds a light blue wool block, it colors itself light blue. It repeats that process for blue and black wool blocks, and it's coloring itself using entity data by editing its color tag. The only reason I have filled in each of these frames with light blue stained clay is to prevent lighting updates as layers are cloned. You could use any block at all to fill in these layers, as long as it isn't black, blue, light blue, or white wool, as they are obviously going to have an effect on the animation. The other animations, such as the swirl, shockwave, and dissolve effect, instead use entities and scoreboards. The swirl effect is controlled by two boats, one riding the other up in this glass case. The boats are teleported using the translational dynamics demonstrated by GamerGuppy in this video. Each boat is rotated, but the boat on top is rotated slightly more than the boat at the bottom. The bottom boat is then teleported to the X and Z coordinates of the armor stand at the end of the top boat. This creates a tightening circle pattern. Then the armor stand at the end of the top boat, the one with the name end there, although you probably can't see it because of how far it is away. The armor stand at the end of the top boat sets a time score of the nearest sheep below it, which counts down every tick. The sheep is then colored based on how high its time score is, creating that path effect, or that trail effect. The shockwave effect is quite similar to the method used in my crowd tutorial. A second time score of a sheep is set to, in this case, 12, and it counts down every tick. When its second time score reaches 11 after just one tick, it sets the second time score of all sheep within a radius of one block to 12, provided they don't have a second time score set already. And once again, each sheep colors itself based on how high its time score is, this time checking its second time score instead of its first. Finally, the dissolve effect first makes every light blue or white colored sheep summon a bat at its X and Z coordinate, but inside this glass case. So we have our K logo there, and when I press this again, every pixel down there that was light blue has summoned its own corresponding bat in here, and there were plenty of light blue pixels, so it's a bit chaotic in there. Every bat sets a third time score of the nearest sheep below it, which again counts down every tick. And again, the sheep is colored based on its time score, this time checking its third time score rather than the second or first. I've said all I have to say about this contraption, and the video is now coming to a close. But before you go, make sure to check out today's featured YouTuber, TPC Bonehound. TPC Bonehound has some really fascinating contraptions, as well as his contributions to the Tempests box, along with numerous tutorials and a very interesting survival series called 2OP, which he's playing through with some other YouTubers, and I will let you guys learn about that one for yourselves. So please do head over and take a look at his channel, and hopefully you'll enjoy his content as much as I do. There will be a link to his channel in the description to this video, as well as in an annotation on the screen. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. There will be a download for this world in the description, so you can play around with the commands for yourself. And I do highly encourage you guys to open up the world and create some animations of your own. If you do, feel free to show me, as I'd really love to see what you guys come up with. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like and subscribe for more contraptions, tutorials, and other Minecraft videos. And I'll see you next time.